When you pick a fight with Disney, you need to play to win. And so far, Governor DeSantis has been outworked and outmaneuvered by Disney. If you can't beat Donald Duck, how are you gonna beat Donald Trump? I think that's the question we have to ask when it comes to Governor DeSantis. And I think he should stay in Florida.
Well, far be it for me to ever think that I would say that I agree with Carrie Lake on this. He ought to stay his behind in Florida. He should have never, ever become the governor of Florida, but here we are. But she's right. You need to go on and stay in Florida. So she was mocking Ron DeSantis, or AKA the Sanctimonious, in an ongoing feud with Disney. And she's sort of right. How can he take on Donald Trump when he can't seem to shake the Toom Squad? And what grown man? I mean, really, ask yourself this question. What grown man picks a fight with Mickey and Minnie, Daisy and Donald and Goofy? And I mean, what grown man does that? But here we got this governor in Florida, the one that's gonna announce his presidential run on Twitter Spaces, trying to fight, trying to duke it out with Disney. But
anyway, sorry. It's so stupid to me. It is so dumb that he, like, the one thing that Trump had was his fake right-wing populism, as you just mentioned, and as we talk about all the time. He never made good on it. And I wanted to say, even though Senator Bernie Sanders did say, look, if Trump is real about doing something, I'm with it. And everyone, he got a lot of flack for that. But it's like, no, if Trump actually wanted to expand healthcare access or do universal healthcare the way he sort of vaguely promised, I think it's great that someone like Bernie Sanders would work with him. The point is this: Ron DeSantis has not learned any of the lessons of why Trump was successful. And it goes beyond just his name recognition and his sort of like disgusting, like personality, which does, win over bigots and such. It is the fact that he was caping as someone who was actually gonna deliver for the American people. But like owning Disney because they have a couple cartoons that have like, LGBTQ plus characters, or like, I'm still not clear on why Disney is so woke, like going after that is like, you are heading into irrelevance, man. Nobody cares. These things flame out in a week. People get mad and then they move on. Fox News knows that, man. They know that they can't talk about the green M&M anymore because they talked about the green M&M a month ago. So how is your campaign gonna last until 2024 when you're still on the Disney thing and you're losing?
And he's losing. And again, what grown man? I just don't even. But Lake, but what she had to say sounded eerily familiar to me. Take a listen. The sanctimonious DeSantis wants to box with Mickey Mouse. And let me tell you something, America. Put him in the ring, and I bet Mickey Mouse will whoop his ass. That's a fight I want to see. Pay-per-view, baby. Let's do it. Where's Don King at, Benny, when we need him? Don, go ahead. Hook that baby. I want to see Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, a Goofy, and all the other characters I done left off the board. I want to see them whoop Governor Ron DeSantis's ass.
Chippendale.
That was my stunt double. I don't know what to say about her behavior, but that was about a month or so ago. The team will tell me way before Carrie Lake. So I'm just gonna say, is it a coincidence that Carrie Lake said what she said? I'll let you decide. Maybe it is. Maybe there's universal thought in there, but I don't know. I think the chick was looking on my notes. I mean, that's what I believe, but agreed. I'll let you all decide. And it reminds me a little of this headline right here. US election, Melania Trump plagiarized Michelle Obama. Is Carrie Lake a fan of Unbossed? She probably watching. That was really good, if I must say so myself. And she's not a politician because she lost her race. I'm sure she has time to watch Unbossed. I know she is. But the feud between Disney and DeSantis has been going on for a year. Conflict between Governor Ron DeSantis and Disney became tense, leading the Florida governor to ask state lawmakers to revoke Disney's self-governing privileges on April 19th, 2022. DeSantis signed legislation stripping the company of its special governing and tax jurisdiction just 3 days later. The law was designed to go into effect beginning June 1 of 2023. The man is sick. I mean, there are all kinds of reasons to fight corporations. One would be to fight them and stand up for workers who may not be making a living wage there, to have better work conditions, better benefits. That might be a reason to stand up, or stand up to corporations who are polluting. You know, those kind of global things that will impact the people of your state. But this dude right here, and the fact that he has a legislature that rolls over for him. I mean, Francesca, at least I did learn in my civics classes that the branches of government are co-equal and separate, and the fact that he has a rollover legislature that will do anything this man asks them to do. He even asked them to write legislation and pass laws that will allow him to continue to run for president without having to give up his governor's seat.
Yes.
Now, if that ain't absolute power corrupting, absolutely, I don't know what is. Florida, and I'm talking to the people of the great state of Florida. Y'all deserve so much better. You could have had so much better, but you got this dude in there. And then to add insult to injury, the man is fighting, literally gone to war with Disney. Something wrong. It really is something wrong with him. Let's continue to do this. Because the district held $1 billion in bond debt, the taxpayers would have been liable for a special legislative session in February 2023, allow Disney to keep their special tax district status, but still exempt them from choosing who can sit on the board. This dude is he's a child, and that's an insult to children. I'm sorry, Francesca and I sit up here and we insult teenagers. Now I'm insulting younger children. But as a reminder, here is what a real criticism of Ron DeSantis sounds like from earlier this week on News Nation.
Is fighting Disney for all the wrong reasons. He acts like he wants to box with Mickey and Minnie Mouse or Donald and Daisy Duck, instead of doing what is right on behalf of all the people in that state. Totally trying to erase Black history in the great state of Florida, where it's called the Sunshine State, but it's nothing but doom and gloom under his leadership.
There it is. Francesca, any final thoughts in this segment?
Just I wither the Republican Party in Florida, because they're all hitching their ride to Ron DeSantis, and Ron DeSantis is losing. He's losing not only obviously the primary for president, but he's gonna be losing in his own state too. And this fight with Disney is a perfect example of that. So good luck, because the party thinks it's got something with this guy. I don't know if that's gonna really bear out.
Yeah, I hope not, seriously. I mean, he's doing it in real time. And one of the reasons why I say that he's more dangerous than Donald J. Trump, President Trump is not in office right now. Ron DeSantis is the governor of Florida, and he is using his power. He is corrupt all day long as the day, 365, 7 days a week, twice on Sundays. And he is using real power in real time to disrupt stasis in that state to other people. I mean, he really is. He is a very dangerous man, and he needs not to be president of the United States of America. We cannot let that man get anywhere near the presidency.